Hello friends, we back here for another RWBY reaction. Today we'll be checking out Volume 7, Chapter 4. Let's get it. Whew. So in the last episode, we were formally introduced to the Ace Ops. We got their names and what appears to be their abilities down. We're not sure of the limitations of their abilities. The coolest one is definitely Clover's. Marrow's is kinda OP in the sense that, the whole concept of stopping something as I can't even find the word to describe it, but the concept of stopping space is kinda, like that's something an omnipotent being would do. But clearly, he will have limits there. Maybe it's a lot easier to stop Grim than it is to stop someone with aura. Maybe that has a part to play there. But in terms of uniqueness, the whole good luck thing, it's very unique. Props to RoosterTeeth from coming up with that idea. I mean, they came up with bad luck, so it wasn't hard to think about good luck if that's the case. But either way, this is probably the only show I've seen that, or the first one I guess, I've seen incorporate that concept of having a good luck, bad luck ability. So that's Amity. Oh, this is what kind of faunus is that? Like a sheep? Like a lamb? Yo, are sheep and lamb the same? I kind of feel like they are, but I also feel they aren't. Yeah, Marrow.
You guys were incredible! Oh, the way you took down that Geist without needing to plan your tactics out, you just knew exactly what to do!
Well, Ace Ops are hand-picked to perfectly complement one another, so we can focus on our assets and leave our liabilities behind.
Some of us are all asset, zero liability.
Damn!
Yeah? Think I've got some liabilities, Elm?
Your brains, for one.
You did ask.
Dude, I almost forgot she has a hammer.
Our pair name could be.
Woo! Dude, they're kinda identical, right?
Oh, yeah. I wanna
And this too, Harriet and Ruby.
Depends. This isn't the schoolyard, kid.
But I mean, when you go through so much with
Dude,
someone,
Elm School.
it kind of changes things, doesn't it?
We get along well enough, sure. I count on them to keep me alive. They do the same. But that's a job. We don't confuse the two.
Oh. So they're getting a
Speaking
taste
of
of the
job.
real world,
Duty ever beckons. You all hang back a second.
Dude, you thought Nora was strong? Imagine how heavy that hammer of Elm is.
Oh, come on, guys! This is a great time to go exploring. We haven't done that in so long.
Ruby, we just explored a whole continent on foot before flying to this one.
Well, yeah, but it was only the boring parts.
We almost died.
It's glad to see Ruby
Hey.
kept her ignorance.
Can I get the team leaders over here? There's something I'd like to discuss with you. You too, Crow.
Ooh.
I need you on the ground, but be subtle. If people see too many huntsmen milling around, they'll get nervous. And Clover, don't take Marrow.
Dude, Marrow is so extra.
More of the same, unfortunately. Someone in Mantle is taking out public leaders who speak out against Atlas.
Oh.
Specifically, people who speak out against me.
Wow.
It didn't look like a pattern at first. This is the third murder of its kind in the last week.
Wait a minute. That's the guy that rode with us after we were arrested.
He died?
Your opposition in Mantle dropping dead isn't exactly a good look for you, huh?
I'm not really worried about my public image, but
Yeah.
it is causing unrest.
It's kinda
Thinks
already
it's trying to
shit.
frame me, and by extension, Atlas. And it's working.
Well, if it wasn't for the embargo making everybody so mad, people probably wouldn't be so quick to blame you for everything else. Sir.
No, you're right.
Dude, John kinda thought he was a huntsman for a second.
Hard
Like,
to manage lately. I'm not blind to its
you know,
issues. In
it
fact,
wasn't too
that's
long
what I wanna
ago,
talk to
John.
you
You were a
about.
little shit, so you know.
With the launch of this mobile
Know your
communications
place.
tower and tensions down in Mantle, I think there's a lot of good your teams can do here. What? Already? Here? No, it's fine. Let him land. I'll deal with him myself.
Oh, new character?
More Mantle problems?
No. This one's an Atlas problem.
Oh yeah! We're getting Lord Jacques! Holy shit.
So let me get this straight, James.
Yes!
Nonsensical embargo of yours.
Dude,
my...
hold
Get this
up.
straight, James.
Dude, this is why I love Jacques, you know. He's always straight to the point. He hasn't even left the ship yet. And he's already, let me get this straight, James. Woo, Jacques. Let's go.
So let me get this straight, James. In addition to this nonsensical embargo of yours crippling my business, you decided you have the authority to commandeer private property. When the council hears about this, you will never...
Actually, I've already...
You will never...
As this is now the site of a classified military operation...
Hold up,
it didn't
hold
even
up.
require-
Look at Jacques' face when Ironwood responds. He's like, what the fuck?
When the council hears about this, you
Right
will
here?
never...
Actually, I've already informed them. As this is now the site of a classified military operation, it didn't even require a vote.
Didn't require a vote.
You might want to brush up on council law before you lose this upcoming election, John. Now,
Oh.
I allowed you to land here once as a courtesy. The next time, it won't be a friendly reception.
Jacques is...
Lately, you seem to forget who your friends really are. I'm going to get that council seat, James.
Oh, he's running for councilman. And he sees wise.
You roped my missing daughter into these schemes of yours, too? How long has she been back in Atlas? Did Winter know about
It was
this?
my decision to come here. Just like it was my decision to leave.
I wasn't talking to you, daughter.
If you think I'm one to forget anything, girl, then you've misjudged the man your father is.
Yes.
I know exactly the kind of man you are.
How dare you speak to me that way? I have half a mind to...
Half a mind to what, Jacques?
You know, your mother was devastated when you left.
Ooh, he's playing that
Leave her
card.
alone for days.
You know.
She gets.
You know how she gets when she's upset. Dude. It's kind of below the belt, Jacques. Like, even for you. But, you know.
Overextend your reach.
You do what you gotta do, right?
I didn't come here to beg for an abandoned mine. I came here to thank you for personally handing me the noose to hang you.
What is a noose?
You'll regret this. So these are the little friends you threw everything away for.
Not friends. Family.
Oh, why isn't Ruby holding her hand? You know, why is it Blake? You know, dude, Blake is like a little slut. I'm kidding. All you Bumblebee shippers out there, you know, don't get your panties in a bunch.
You just missed father.
I wouldn't say I missed.
Woo, dude. Winter's like, I
Did we not
wouldn't
start yet?
say I missed him.
Apparently, we haven't.
Start what?
It goes without saying that
Dude,
this
a lot
man
of the girls here have like
significance
thick thighs, but Winter has, you know, very
It's only
small
fitting
thighs.
that
I
we
guess
should be
that's like a
reconvening
Schnee
here now,
hereditary
when the
thing.
world needs to be brought together more than ever.
They tend to have like
The road
thin
you traveled
thighs.
from our first meeting hasn't been easy. You fought for your school and your friends at Beacon. You fought for the world and the innocent at Haven Academy and beyond. You faced down terrors people can't even fathom. That's not the behavior of students. It's the behavior of huntsmen and huntresses.
Wait.
Oh!
You are being granted your huntsman licenses.
Wow!
Today.
I know this is coming a little ahead of schedule, but brothers know you deserve it. I only regret that I couldn't do something.
Dude! Yo!
For the occasion.
Hold up.
I
kinda caught that the way he said, brothers know you deserve it, like referring to the gods. Like instead of God knows, brothers know. I wonder if that's like the... Actually, now that I think of it, I was gonna say that's like the religion in Remnant, but you know, with everyone being wiped out and the gods leaving, Ozpin probably told, like, you know, started this whole rumor that, you know, there are two gods, but you know, he didn't like do what most religions do, that, you know, you have to donate money, you have to pray, and you know, he just said that's how it goes, you know, so you know that it's like a belief system, system. So anyway, yeah, you know, when it the whole huntsman license thing is cool and all, you kind of forget that that's what they were working towards, because their objectives really went the whole 180 with the whole I want to graduate, I want to save, well, Ruby is like, I want to save the world, but you know, Yang's like, I want to have adventures, then Blake's like, I want to help the faunus, and then White's like, I want to help the improve the reputation of the Shnees, but not by running the company, which I don't know how that makes sense, but anyway.
We're honored, General Ironwood. But you really don't have to do
Please, with the threat of Salem still out there, and tensions rising in our kingdom, I certainly could use more trustworthy fighters by my side. I should be so lucky to have all of you.
Trustworthy. Keyword.
It's okay. It's a big moment. And what better way than to celebrate here?
Yeah.
When this tower is ready and communications are back up and running, we'll tell the world about Salem and face down whatever comes at us after that. Together. That's just about all the pomp I have in me. If you'll excuse me, I have to get back to running this operation. Well then, enjoy the cake.
Oh, sorry about that. Hopefully they don't
Your
beat
speech
me too
outros are
much.
improving, sir.
After everything we've been through, I almost forgot this is what I wanted in the first place.
When Beacon fell, I didn't think this would even be possible.
It almost feels trivial now.
Jeez, guys, lighten up a little. Enjoy yourselves for a change. You've earned it.
Finally, someone said it. Let's kill some cake, huh? Because I can eat 2 slices before Ren even eats 1. Who says I can't? Who says it, huh?
Nora, I was arguing with you about this.
You could probably eat the whole cake before Ren has one. Whoops.
Big day for you, huh, kiddo?
It's
Definitely a lot to take in.
Which part? The finally getting the Atlas part? Getting your license part? Or the not quite disclosing everything to Ironwood part? Or all of the above?
All of the above. I'm trying to do what I think is best, but I really can't tell if what's best is what's right.
Hold
or
up.
if I'm no different from Oz.
You know what I don't get here? Is why does Crow think Ruby has a better idea of what to do than him? Right? And why is Ruby so confident that she knows what's best? Why doesn't she ask, you know, more matured characters like Crow or like um the old woman, Maria, right? Like, what gives you the balls to think you know what you're doing? She even says it here. I don't know if what I'm doing is right. Something like that. I don't know if that's the exact words, but something to that effect. So what? I mean, what makes the people here think that this is the right thing to do? Because what's gonna happen, right? Tell me what's gonna happen. You're gonna get. What's the worst that can happen? You're gonna tell Ironwood. So Ironwood, basically Ospin lied to us to a certain extent. He didn't really tell us the whole truth. We kinda got, we kinda got our panties in the bunch. We asked Jin about it. We found out the truth. And because of that, we only have one question left. What could Ironwood do? He'd probably use the question himself. He'll ask, hopefully he doesn't ask a stupid question like, not Oz, but how do I kill Salem? And then Jin's gonna say, yeah, you can. Then boom, there we go. Because that doesn't change anything. Like, what could you potentially ask um Jin? If it was me, I would say, how do I save the world? Something like that. Something generic. Because uh, Jin kinda works in a way where she tells you everything with regards to the question when they ask Osmond, what's he hiding from us? They have an idea on what Ozpin could be hiding, but Jin just like said a whole lot of shit, right? Maybe some of those parts Ozpin was okay telling them. So you wouldn't say that because he wasn't like hiding it in the sense that he wasn't willing to tell them about some of those parts, but she said it anyway. So maybe if you say, how do I save the world, or how can the world be saved? Hopefully she doesn't or I guess um the way we know to defeat Salem is she needs to realize the value of life and death. So you could say, how can we make Salem realize the value of life and death? Something like that. That could work. That could work. But anyway, sorry. Let me know in the comments if you like it when I ramble, if it makes sense, or you at least find it interesting.
Themselves first. I think that's a pretty big difference.
I hope so. This says I'm a huntress now. But I don't feel like I know much more than I did at Beacon.
Of course you don't. It hasn't
That
been a
feeling
year.
Never goes away. Your mom.
You're still a first year student, Ruby.
Proud of you.
You just got lucky the show is,
Her
set up this way.
last mission. Was that another Oz secret?
There were a lot of those back in our day. But this one was a summer secret. When she didn't come back, Osmond seemed just as in the dark as myself and your father. Still, who knows what he may have hidden from us over the years.
What do you think she would have done if she learned the truth about Salem? that she can't be destroyed.
Pressed on, I think. Like you. She was always the best of us.
Was she?
A bit of a brat, though. Hey, I like brats.
Hey, Ruby.
Dude, that would have been
Check this out.
like that would have been a better question, right?
Oh my
what
gosh, is that a mission
what
card?
happened to Summer Rose?
Can we ride a Megaliath? Stop an underground crime ring? Do I get to go undercover?
Ooh, that was some nice voice
You guys smell
acting.
that?
Undercover.
Smells like fresh meat.
That's odd. I don't smell meat.
Neither do I.
Damn!
Get this
Dude!
You've only been official for an hour now, and you're already.
Ren and Vine are vibing out?
We've been official for a whole
Dude, that's so cool.
7 minutes.
I'd like to remind
Dude,
you all that
I find it so cool that they have each a counterpart in the Ace Ops.
True, but we can also keep training and improving by helping where we
I guess it's Blake and Marrow because of the
Enthusiasm
fawns.
of youth.
Cat and
It's
Wolf.
hard to argue with that. Okay, let me show you how it works. Ooh, here's an important one. Who wants to volunteer? All right. We need someone to escort children to pre-primary school down in Mantle. There's not actually any danger, but the parents fret, and that attracts Grim. Perfect. Thanks. Juan, Jim? Close enough, I guess. Wow, my first huntsman mission.
Yo, put some respect on Jean's name. He's apparently a huntsman now.
Hey, what? But why didn't I get a choice for that one?
Come on, Jean. You do know that if you weren't part of the party, then you wouldn't get your license, right?
Father, you, have a visitor.
I told you I didn't want to be disturbed. Why did you let them in?
I didn't. He let himself in.
A spitting image of you.
Oh, Lord Watts!
Briefly so, I might add.
Creepily so.
Definitely inherited your affect.
Dude. Arthur
Whitley,
Watts.
leave us. And shut the door. I said shut the door!
Dude, they know each other. Like on a first name basis.
You're supposed to be dead. That is what I wanted people to think, you're right. However, I've heard things about you too, Jacques. Namely, that you have an ironwood problem.
That bastard is costing me more money every day with this embargo. I'd lay off every employee in Mantle if I wasn't trying to get their damn votes for this council seat.
What if I said you could have your cake and eat it too?
Ooh, the plot thickens. Nice. Nice. Alright. Alright. Okay. So basically in this episode, we got a few things. The Aesops are not necessarily friends. They just, are teammates. So they rely on each other to like make the right place. Save each other, keep them alive and all that. While RWBY's, it's all about friendship, So that tells me in a certain mission, they would sacrifice members for the sake of the mission, while Team RWBY would do the opposite. They would let the mission fail in exchange for like trying to save someone, which may or may not be a good thing. It really depends on the mission. And they get their huntsman licenses, so that's cool. Totally forgot that was a thing, and it kind of makes sense. Don't get me wrong, I love this show, right? I wouldn't be at freaking volume 7 if I didn't. The thing that bothers me here is I like fast-paced shows, but this is a bit too fast-paced for me. We're talking about RWBY being, what do you call this? Being granted entrance to Beacon. even though she's not, you know, formally ready, like in terms of education as well as formal training. She can get in. She can get in, but she's not really, she's not getting in with flying colors, basically, is what I'm saying. And I know they don't really show much of that because if you look at the other school mates that they have like Cardin, their team kinda they kinda hype them up in the sense that they were the first team to escape the Emerald Forest from what it looks like. But it turns out that their team is kinda shit as well. So they kinda nerf them there. And basically from being too underage to join Beacon, in about a year, you're already a huntress. Like, isn't that crazy? Like, imagine Team Coffee, like Coco, I believe they said is in third year. So if Coco was the main character, Coco would be Maria right now. She would be like the Grim Reaper, best huntress of all time. You know, slaying Salem generals here and there. So yeah, it's really a bit too fast for me. And I kind of feel like they're really rushing the story. They're they kind of want to end it in a certain season, maybe. I don't know. I think they said like 12 or 13 is what they're targeting. But this could really go. This could have went for, let's say, 20 seasons and like put more moments in in the moments that they have, right? Put a little extra because it's too fast. It's going too fast, dude. It's like watching Naruto and from being a little shitty Geni to being Hokage in like a year's time. Like, and that's considering he's supposed to be the son of the Hokage, which means he's somewhat destined for greatness, and he has like some bullshit inside him that makes him super strong. That's not the case for these characters. These are like, you know, average characters. They don't have any special God-given ability, like, I mean, besides Ruby with the whole Silver Eyes thing, but that doesn't really help you against normal people. But anyway, just another a little more of my rambling, and we find out Jacques is connected somehow to Arthur Watts. So maybe Arthur Watts was working with some technology that helped Jacques, like, I don't know, synthesize dust and help with the distribution of that. So he kinda has a high regard for Watts. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Watts was like one of the best scientists there, just right there with Pietro, right? Maybe they touch on that. How did Watts allegedly die? Or yeah, what was the reason for that? Because they said he was supposed to be dead. Interesting how he faked his own death. Hopefully, we get more information about that. But in the meantime, that's gonna be the episode. If you guys like the content, like, share, and subscribe. If you want to see your boy or support your boy even more, links to Patreon down in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.